Hi, welcome back to my story time with Nana. I have another story for you. I'm getting very excited about these pig stories. They're very, very fun. I can't wait. Let's begin. Off to market. Chapter 7. The market's farm was growing. First, Oakley had baby pigs, then Skeeter had her nursery of baby raccoons, and now Noodle was going to hatch baby chicks. Mama was so happy with her farm and all her animals. As a matter of fact, the baby chicks would be arriving soon. Noodle had been a good mother caring for her eggs, and she had help. Mama encouraged her, telling her daily that she was such a good mommy. She fed her a special diet right next to her nest, so she didn't have to leave her eggs very often. And once a week, Skeeter would sit on her eggs for an hour or so she could go outside and play in the wading pool with Bully, Olivia, and Otis. And Oakley and Ollie took turns staying in the barn with her so she wouldn't get lonely. Everyone was kind and caring to Noodle. She felt so lucky to have met Bully and the pig family that day by the fence. It had been 3 weeks since Skeeter had had her babies. She had been a good mother, too. She ate breakfast and dinner with the pig family, and then Skeeter would tend to her babies. And soon they would be ready to begin going out at night with her. Oh! Noodle cried out. Oakley, Ollie, Olivia, and Otis were huddled together sleeping. Bully was lying next to Noodle in her nest, and he lifted his head. "What is it, Noodle?" "I think I felt something move in the nest," she answered. "Like a snake?" he asked, alarmed. "No, silly. I think it's one of the eggs." She lifted up. "Look." By now, Oakley and Ollie were waking. "Are you okay, Noodle?" Oakley asked. "Mommy, I think Noodle is going to be a mommy," Bully said excitedly. "One of the eggs is moving." Oakley and Ollie came over, and sure enough, one of the eggs was moving. "Look, there's a crack in that one," Ollie said. "What's happening?" Olivia asked. The commotion woke both her and Otis. "Is Noodle having her babies today?" "It looks that way," Ollie said. The pigs stood in a circle around Noodle watching the eggs, and soon they all began to move and small cracks started appearing in each one. "Should we go and get Mama?" Bully asked. "I don't think so. It's almost breakfast time," Oakley told Bully. "She'll be here soon, and boy, won't she be excited." And as if on cue, Mama came singing into the barn. "Breakfast time, my And she stopped, dead in her tracks, and looked at her pigs standing in a circle around Noodle's nest. "What's going on?" she asked, putting down the feed bucket. And then she heard a noise. A cheeping noise. A cheep, cheep, cheep noise. "That sounds like baby chickens," she said, walking over to the nest. "That sounds like Cheepy's baby Cheepies." She peered over her pigs, and sure enough, Noodle's eggs were hatching too so far. By the time Mama had filled the trough with breakfast, all but one of the eggs had hatched. Let's see what we have here," Mama said, lifting up the unhatched egg. She held it up to the light. Oh, I'm sorry, Noodle. It doesn't look like this egg made it." She set it back gently in the nest. "But 5 cheepies is quite a family." Noodle looked up at Mama proudly. "Did you hear that, Bully?" she said. "Mama said I have quite a family." "You do. Look at all your babies," Bully answered. "I can't wait to teach them how to swim." I don't think they'll be swimming for a while, Oakley told him. Let's wait until they're eating on their own. She smiled. Hey, what's going on? Skeeter asked, coming into the barn. Noodle hatched her babies, Olivia told her. Come see them. Skeeter squeezed in between the pigs. Oh my, they are adorable. Good job, Noodle. Now your chicks and my babies can grow up together. Come on, babies, breakfast is ready, Mama called to them. Noodle, you stay put. I made you a special breakfast, and I have something special for your babies too, Skeeter. Skeeter, Oakley, Ollie, Olivia, Otis, and Bully walked over to the trough and ate heartily. It was an exciting day. Baby cheapies, Skeeter's babies were getting bigger, and Mama's breakfast was wonderful as usual. The days and weeks passed, and soon Noodle was taking her cheapies out for walks and visiting Skeeter and her babies. Every morning, Mama tossed seeds in front of the barn for the baby chicks and left a bowl of corn on the cob and fruit for the baby raccoons, just in case they didn't find enough food through the night with Skeeter. All the babies were growing up quickly, and time passed on the farm. Dinner time! Mama sang out coming into the barn. She was followed by Skeeter and her 5 kits. The pigs and Noodle and her clutch of cheapies ran to greet Mama. Dinner time was their favorite. I have a special dinner for you all tonight, she said, pouring the food bucket into the trough. Tomorrow is a special day, and I want you all well rested and fed. I know you don't know what tomorrow is, but you're going to find out. The animals surrounded Mama, looking up in anticipation of what she was going to tell them. Dinner could wait. So, we have been celebrating a lot here on the farm since Ollie and Oakley arrived. We had the birth of pigs, the birth of Skeeter's raccoons, and of course, Noodle's cheapies. She told them, tomorrow we celebrate the birth of a nation, 4th of July. Bully looked over at Olivia and shrugged. What's a nation? He whispered. Did you see another animal on the farm? No, I didn't, Olivia told him. Now we're going to have a big party and lots of guests, Mama told them, and it will be so much fun. So eat up, my babies, and sleep well. Mama left the barn. A party, Olivia cried out. A party! I'm so excited. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a celebration. There's going to be guests celebrating at a party. Olivia danced around in a circle. I wonder what you do at a party, Otis replied. I don't know, but Mama seems pretty happy about it, Oakley answered. It must be something special. Well, I just hope that whoever comes to the party likes all types of animals, Skeeter said. Raccoons are not always welcome. I'm sure Mama has good friends and they all love all animals, Ollie told her. The animals ate their dinner and continued to discuss the party until bedtime, and no one ever answered Bully's question. What's a nation? He went to bed without getting an answer. The next morning, Mama arrived with breakfast. Skeeter and her babies followed her into the barn. Good morning, my babies. It's time for breakfast, she sang. I have something special for you for after breakfast, so eat up. The animals gathered around the trough and ate heartily. It was going to be a big day. Mama was sitting on a bale of hay with a brown bag in front of her, watching her babies eat. Okay, Mama said. It's 4th of July, the birthday of our nation, and I have something for each of you for today's festivities, and later you are all going to be part of the afternoon's events. It's going to be a long day, so if you get tired, take a nap. There's going to be some people you don't know, and that's okay. They're all my friends. But if you get nervous, you come find me. And finally, have fun, she said, reaching into her bag. She began tying little red, white, and blue bandanas around each of her animals' necks. The pigs, raccoons, and chickens were very happy with their adornments. Now, when our guests arrive, you will fit right in, she said, clapping with delight. The animals looked adorable. Okay, I have to get ready for our guests. Try not to get too dirty, she said, giving them a pat on the head. What's a nation? Bully asked Ollie. I don't know, but it must be something great, Ollie answered. Look how excited Mama is about today. Soon the guests began to arrive, and Mama had set out food and drinks, and everyone ate and played games, and the pigs and chickens played with the children, and Skeeter and her baby spent most of the day sleeping. They were night owls. They came out at night. Attention, attention, Mama called out. We have a surprise for you. First, I want to thank everyone for coming today to celebrate the birth of our nation. What is a nation? Bully asked again. I don't know, Bully, Oakley answered, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. I need all of my animals and the children to follow me into the barn, Mama called out. Papa and the rest of the guests began setting chairs up far out into the pasture. In the barn, Mama gave everyone instructions. She handed the children little American flags and a sparkler. Okay, Mama yelled from the barn. We're ready. Suddenly, music began to play from a big speaker on the back porch, and with Mama and the children leading the way with their flags and sparklers, the parade began. Mama and the children were followed by Oakley, Ollie, Olivia, Otis, and Bully, and next was Skeeter and her babies, and the Noodle and her chicks bringing up the rear. They paraded through the pasture past the guests sitting in their chairs, clapping. And Mama began singing, God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. And at that very moment, in the distance, fireworks lit up the sky, and the children started to clap with excitement, and all of the guests oohed and ah. It was quite a show. Mommy, Bully said to Oakley, I think I know what a nation is. You do? I do. A nation is not an animal or a person or a thing. It's us. It's all of us together. It's our land, this land, our home, he answered. It's being part of something that we all love. I think a nation is being one, like our farm is its own place or piece of land. But there are all these other little pieces of land connected to us. And we're all different, but the same. And no matter if you're a pig or a raccoon or a chicken or even a people, we are still one land, one nation under God, like Mama always says. I think you're right, Bully, Oakley said. Happy 4th of July. The end. Holy moly! The market farm is so much fun. They have all that food and good parties and the 4th of July and even a parade. Wow! I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. I love tonight's story. Don't forget to share my stories, and I'll see you next week for a whole new adventure of the Market family. Mwah.